Welcome back to Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. This is Grandma Party.
Do I introduce myself or?
Beef, yeah, this is your turn.
Oh God, hi, I'm Slowbeef. How are you?
Doing good. This is like having the granddad here. You're the reason we're all here.
Oh God, playing Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass.
I mean, I joined SA because I wanted to look at Photoshop Friday because they posted pictures of penises a lot, but...
This is how I know I'm old. I joined because of Fireman Comics.
Oh, you're super old.
Yeah. No, that's not true. They had like Flash things I like too, like baseball ballyhoo and stuff. That's why I joined.
Oh God, I haven't thought about baseball ballyhoo in years. That one's not going to fly anymore.
My friends and I were playing MLB Slugfest at one point, and I kept reloading the browser to hear "play ball" over and over again. What are we doing here?
We are going into the Giant's Garden. There's a nightmare dungeon in the bottom of it.
Oh.
Did you ever get this far?
No, I don't think so.
Oh shit.
Definitely not level 71 also. Jeez.
I mean, I power level. At this point in time, everyone's kind of tired of all the enemy fights. There's no animations.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm in love with Helga, who is just a complete powerhouse.
Okay. Yeah, I liked her in my playthrough. I think I'm roughly about where you are, sort of. Like, I'm at Central Stamen.
Yeah, I was watching you play it. You're pretty much past the Nexus. You're collecting all the orbs.
Yep, exactly.
So this is like the high-level portion of the Giant's Garden.
Okay.
I didn't mean to spoil this for you. I thought you did it.
That's okay. You don't have to worry about it. I'm kind of on the fence of returning to it just because I know I have a lot of leveling ahead of me. So this is totally fine. Don't worry.
There is a secret way to level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever go to Lars's memory dungeon?
Oh, wait a sec. Hold on.
Okay.
Did you already cover this in your stream? Because I don't want to like retread territory just because I was lazy and didn't do homework. Okay.
No, you're cool. I don't tell people how sausage is made. Nobody wants to see how the hot dogs get made, okay?
It's rules to live by.
That's right. So anyway, if you go to Lars's mystery dungeon, the Land of Fish, there's a bunch of like super rad ghosts.
Okay. Oh yeah, them.
So if you get Punch Tanaka's intimidating stare at level 10, you get a free turn on them, and Dad's beefy enough to take them down, so they're 10k XP a pop.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you get up real fast.
Gotcha.
I'm playing on normal like a boss.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't switched difficulty yet because I'm an idiot. Like, there's no reason not to.
You have your pride.
Yeah. I have my gamer pride.
In like 20 years, when your kids are going through your backlog and they see your old save and they'll go, Dad, what the hell is this easy mode bullshit?
They won't. Not to old Slowbeef. Now, you're fighting these monsters. But I distinctly think I saw a green exclamation point. Is that just for completeness sake? Show the folks at home these scary enemies?
You gotta show them off a little bit. This is the spider dungeon. They want to see the spiders. Especially this horrible thing.
That is a pretty horrific one.
Except for Kissy Spider, which is somehow more horrific.
I like Kissy Spider.
I don't want the kiss of the Spider Woman.
Kissy Spider's my jam.
I mean, if that's what you're into, good for you, man.
I mean, into means quite a few things, okay? You don't gotta be into Kissy Spider. I'm just saying, Kissy Spider has a style all their own.
I mean, listen, you can appreciate Kissy Spider, you can want to romance the Kissy Spider, or you want to send the Kissy Spider money.
Go to patreon.com/Kissy Spider. Give Kissy Spider.
For $5 a month, she'll send you a postcard with those big old lip prints on them.
Now, if any enterprising viewer actually sets that up, just gonna tell everybody else, don't actually contribute to patreon.com/Kissy Spider. We don't know what that is.
I think they took that one off. They did that one in the Purge.
The Patreon Spider Purge? I heard about that.
First they came for the sex workers, and they came from the sex spiders.
I've confirmed if you go there, it's a 404. They definitely took down Kissy Spider.
Okay, I gotta bring this up. It's a little topical, but you saw Amaranth got banned for Twitch for like a day, right?
Was that for the horrible dog thing?
No, she wasn't the horrible dog thing. No, she apparently forgot to wear underpants for a day.
Oh, Okay. Isn't it like terrible with like streamer and YouTube personalities when you go, did you hear this person got banned for Twitch, and you can mix them up for someone else horrible, you know? And like, oh, is that the person who said the racials? Like, no, that's another person. Like, oh, okay. So
Yeah. You're like, no, this person just beat their dog on camera. You're like, what the fuck?
Well, it doesn't sound like, all right, so she forgot to wear underwear on stream?
Mm-hmm.
So how did Twitch find out about that, pray tell?
Because somebody clipped it.
Okay.
I like watching her because she's slowly growing crazy, becoming a toy for 12 hours a day.
I see.
Literally, her stream is ASMR and Just Dance, and she's one of the highest Twitch, like, most subscribed to people. It's insane. But she's losing her mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she did an entire day in a horse mask.
You know what? Now that you're talking about her, it's just starting to sound familiar. But I didn't know about getting banned or forgetting to wear underwear.
Well, they let her in after like a 12-hour ban.
You know. I'm sure it was... wait.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Oh, God, big Kissy Spider. Your dreams are coming true, Beef.
I knew you invited me to this one for a reason. Grandma party. You know your audience.
Yes. Oh, God.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
The art direction on this thing's amazing.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Like, even down to the nails.
I'm noticing she has the grasped thing, status effect that she can do, and I'm imagining she can do that to pretty much the whole party.
She can, but you're not going to like what she does to Lars. Oof.
Ooh.
It's fine. We just have to kill her fast.
What is I guess I'm assuming Terminal is like a Doom like, you could say.
Nailed it in one. Yeah, you nailed it.
Wow.
I mean, if you go 3 turns and that's still on, you're done.
Gotcha.
And now we've converted. Mazel tov.
Yay.
Oh, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What are you working on right now?
I have a lot of irons in the fire. I'll tell you one thing I'm not working on, because I suddenly had this idea today and I'm like, I'm gonna try not to do it because I want to focus on the idea I'm working on, right? But I've been doing some game dev stuff on my bus rides in and out of work.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm working on a shmup. I remade like the Gradius volcano level just to like kind of get used to Game Maker. And then I made this project into widescreen and changed all the physics and everything. And now I'm working on like a 2-phase boss just to see that I could. But then I was reading Junji Ito on my phone because, you know, even though people don't normally do that just randomly, I was. And I was reading Hanging Balloons. Do you know that one?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Hanging Balloons. Do you know Junji Ito, right?
Yeah, the name's familiar.
Yeah. You know, guy with the those holes are mine, blah, 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 you know.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. Amygdala Fault.
Yeah. Yep. I read a lot of his stuff, and it's like, it's mostly hit, you know. It's like, there's a couple things that are a little off. But anyway, Hanging Balloons is about it. It's great because if you like summarize his comics, they sound like totally ridiculous. But it's about like balloons that basically look like you. Like they're like a big balloon head, but it's like your head. And they have, instead of a string, it's like a noose, and they hang you.
What the fuck?
Right? It's weird. So
Okay.
I'm like, you know what? If I wanted to play around with Unity or Unreal, that could totally be like a cool little like first person sort of project, and have like a giant head with a noose under it just follow you around like a small like cityscape or something, like some asset store thing. I'm not going to make a friggin' city just for this stupid idea that's not even mine. You know what I mean?
This is terrifying.
But like, you know, when you steal an idea, but it's like a good enough idea that you make it, you kind of convince yourself it's yours. Like, what if I made Hanging Balloons, but a video game? And I really only added, but a video game, but now it feels like a good idea that I thought of. But it's not, just to be clear. I'm not, you know.
As your lawyer, Beef, don't do this. Don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't make it the same kind of noose. Make it a different color.
I'll call it Strangling balloons.
Like, have every news have a tiny asterisk off to the side, going inspired by Junji Ito.
then a double asterisk at patreon.com/Kissy Spider. Just to help out Kissy Spider.
You gotta help out your bros.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice. Got it in 2. Shock Hornet, super fast, super heavy AGI, and Ladybug Tank is a tank. She shoots things.
This is what I had a lot of trouble with, this section here.
Because you were level 40.
Yeah. I think I'm level 50 now in my my Grindfest, my off-camera Grindfest.
The other thing I've been doing is going deep into the Dark Dungeon, because I don't want to do that all in one shot.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got some really nasty stuff from the bottom of that, which is why Helga is a powerhouse now.
I say. I was going to say, you know what? And on my thing, Dectalon actually offered to just take my save file and grind for me. Which, like, yeah. But on the other hand, it feels exploitative. I'll be honest, you know.
Where's the pride?
Yeah. I mean, you know. But, it's one of those things. Oh, you were coated in purple pollen.
Nice. Oh, I'm coated in purple pollen for the purple mushroom. Gross.
What does that do?
I'm gonna feed it to the bees.
There you go.
I gotta ask, what is this thing you're supposed to be eating? Like, when you hit enough subs.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, at 266 subs. I call up the hell case of pizza for the heck of it. Well, I'll tell you though. I'll tell you something. I announced I was doing this so this is, you've probably seen this on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, but it's one of those like horrific food crime things where they take like chicken, they put like a barbecue sauce on it, they shred it, they bake it, then they put more barbecue sauce and extra things on it, and then they like take a tortilla and mixed cheese, and then the chicken, and then more cheese, then more tortilla, and then they chill it for an hour, and then they slice it 6 ways, and then like they deep fry that, and then they put pizza sauce and cheese and pepperoni on that, and they grill it, which I don't really understand.
What?
And then they dip it in a second sauce that they make.
What the shit?
Yeah. And, you know, I said, all right, fine. I'm going to have a sub drive for September because, you know, it's like half off of subs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a terrible streamer. I don't even know half these deals. But I'm like, I'll make and eat that on camera if we get there. And somebody else was like, friggin' like, but Ty Tuesday, you know, he like did the monster thing. I guess now everyone's doing food crimes. But I'm just gonna put my stake in the ground. I ate a chocolate covered pork roll on camera once, okay? And so let's not just say that, you know, particular people own food crimes just because they come up with creative versions of them. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I respect that. My friends and I have a problem of playing golf with your friends and doing stupid food bets as an aside. Like the last person in a game will have to do something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I had to eat a Twinkie Wiener sandwich.
That's disgusting.
It was worse than you think.
You know, I gotta say the chocolate covered pork roll was like the most vomit inducing thing. I was really shocked at how bad it was.
You think chocolate and ham would be friends?
No, they're not. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it was like, I've eaten like some really gross shit in my life, but like that was like every second it was in my mouth, I was getting closer and closer to vomiting. It was like ridiculous.
Okay, see, food crimes are like one of my hobbies. Food crimes and train wrecks. So I want to know the gross shit you ate.
Well, I like to eat weird shit just to say that I have. So like, when I was in Japan, I was at a sushi restaurant and they had live prawn.
Oh.
So I was like, I'll take live prawn. So they come out and it looks just like shrimp. Like they cut the head off first. So it's like, oh, okay. But then the chef came out with the head of the prawn. And it was like this big shrimp, like this big prawn head. And I go, sumimasenga, which is like, excuse me, but. So I said, sumimasenga, but then I didn't know Japanese that well. And I still don't. So I was like, so I said that in English, like, so do I just eat this or what? And he kind of made a motion like, and then everybody in the restaurant was looking at me. So I had to like eat this prawn head in front of everybody.
Wait, was it raw or was it deep fried?
It was nothing. It was raw.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so it was like shell. Like it's like a, like a shrimp head kind of thing, like with all the like little like the eyes and like, like when you think back on a memory and your brain kind of exaggerates it. It's like there's like 1,000 eyes and antenna in my memory, but I'm sure it was like less than that.
Oh no, I'm with you. I was in Kyoto a couple years back and we did one of the kaiseki meals.
Okay.
And one of the things they served us was Scirocco.
Okay, now what was the kaiseki meal? I'm sorry.
That's like the big multi-course traditional dinner.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Okay, yeah.
Did like a Michelin star restaurant. This is where I discovered I don't like Michelin star dining.
Okay, yeah.
But they did a bunch of sushi courses, and one of the things they served us was Scirocco.
Mm-hmm.
And she was trying to explain to me what Scirocco is because her English was limited. And I just look at it and I go, I know what Scirocco is. Do you know what Scirocco is?
None. No idea. I
think the English word for it is milt.
Okay, I think I do know what that is.
Yeah, it's like the mail row.
Mm-hmm.
It's the exact texture you can think of.
Oh,
it is not good. Now, are you actually going to cook this thing, or is Mrs. Beef going to cook this thing?
I'll cook it, because the only help I think I'll need is like keeping it together. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the consistency of it's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, I don't know how they kept that together. I saw that video. I'm like, no way.
I feel like once you put it in the deep frying section, it's all just gonna like fall apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should chill it. It should keep together at least some sense. You might press it.
Yeah, somebody else made it on a food blog and said like the trick is you have to kind of keep chilling it to kind of keep it like consistency going. But I'm actually reaching this goal pretty soon, and September's not over, so I might do like a stretch goal and say like, okay, maybe now when we make the sour cream dip for it, now we'll put in some like Mountain Dew Amp Gamer Fuel.
Oh man,
that kind of thing.
That sounds terrible. Mountain Dew is not a condiment.
If you take one thing away from this stream, it's Mountain Dew is not a condiment.
I mean, last episode I realized that my wife's cat had been tracking its feet all over my house, and there's probably shit in my food. So,
oh no,
that's this kind of LP, man. I'm honest.
That's fine. Yeah, no, I'm so used to like shit now. Honestly, like this. Once you get through 2 kids, it's just like whatever. Because like parents still like post about that shit.
Oh, there's like a famous blog post where this lady was like, "You love your kids so much. I licked a piece of shit off my thumb to change my." You're like, "What the fuck, lady?"
All right, it's like you get it, but that's a little much. Like,
it's a little much. You're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I love this scene right here. This is amazing.
What the hell? That was me saying that. I wasn't reading the dialogue.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. I hate when people do that. Reading dialogue is not content, even though I would really want to read this one. Because Jimmy cannot swear for shit.
Oh, yeah.
He's almost got kind of a South Park aesthetic here.
Mm-hmm.
But, you can really see his anger at himself in this, which this is the first thing we really saw about Jimmy.
Yeah.
And it's kind of so cartoonish that you're like, this isn't you, dude.
Right.
But I love this picture right here.
This picture of Jimmy. I feel like I did this part.
You did this part.
Yeah, so I know it. I'm like the worst guest you could have picked for this too, because even though I've played the game, I've apparently retained nothing from it. Or it's like, I think I've seen Jimmy in the game. Like, yeah. Probably.
You're like, who's this bear?
So Jimmy, he can become things like Mega Man? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, what's this Transformers level shit going on here? When Kuvo was on, Kuvo's done a ton of LPs, and one of the YouTube commenters was like, who's this joker who doesn't know how to LP a game?
God, that's the worst.
I know. That's why, I stick with SA for doing LP, because YouTube is a cesspool.
Oh, it is, yeah. No, it's nonsense. No, I was gonna say I saw this guy from like the Washington Post post a thing like that's an old myth. Like YouTube comments are great, and I'm like, you don't know shit for shit, pal.
Absolutely not. YouTube comments are like one of the worst cesspools of the internet. It's YouTube and Yahoo Answers.
Like WikiHow, at least you can laugh at. There's no value.
Who is doing the art on WikiHow?
I think it's all traced. I think they take stock photos and trace them. It's wonderful. There's an episode of American Horror Story Cult where they print out the WikiHow for how to escape a cult.
Oh my god.
That show's awful, but they do it, and it is real.
I wanted to ask you what horrible things Mrs. Beef makes you watch.
It's 50-50. Like I'll make her watch, like, let's say I don't know, Star Wars, and she'll hate it. Or she didn't see Star Wars yet, but then I'll make her watch The Matrix and she loved it. But then she'll make me watch like Jersey Shore.
Oh man.
Which I watched when we were first dating, by the way. And then then she'll make me watch something like Stranger Things, and I'm like, okay, I like this, So it's give and take. That's marriage for you,
We watch a lot of Love After Lockup and Flavor of Love, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do. I absolutely do. Yeah.
And 90 Day Fiancé is the worst.
I haven't seen. There's some shit like I saw a lot of Jersey Shore. There's some shit like I managed to avoid. Like she was into Real Housewives, and I didn't have to watch that.
Oh, big pass. Hey man, it was a quick one. I had a pleasure hanging out with you. Thanks so much.